All right, Levack, we've been teasing it all weekend that we are going to have a special NCAA insider for the tournament. We have not revealed it until now. So without further ado, let's go to the hotline. Sir, on the hotline, can you please pronounce yourself for everybody?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm so excited to be on with all you guys. Albany's got to be rocking big time. Levack and my guy Armen, you guys do a great job. This is Dick Vitale of ESPN.
Dick Vitale, how we doing?
I'm doing great, man. Just really been wiped out yesterday. Did about 14 hours of work all day long. We had the Sports Center in the morning, game day, and then I did the championship game, which was really interesting with Kentucky going 34-0. And then obviously last night, Sports Center, the selection show, and wiped out, man, wiped out. Hoops hysteria.
It's this time of the year for you. This is when you shine. Now, Dick Vitale is going to be joining us every Monday and Thursday at 5:15 throughout the entire NCAA tournament. It's all thanks to McLean Food Service, your home for Class A delivery drivers. All right, Dick, let's get it going. Kentucky, how good is this team?
Well, really, I'll tell you one thing, guys. They are unbelievable defensively with their great size. They got size, athleticism. Willie Cauley-Stein changes the complexion of the game. You got Carl Anthony Towns. Here's a guy that's being rated second in terms of the NBA draft. Terrific talent. Johnson, Lyles. I mean, those are big-time first-round draft choice people with great size. And then the perimeter players are really talented. When you factor in the Harrison kids with a wealth of experience, throw in the Tyler Ulis. I love the little guy. His vision, his way he creates tempo. I mean, they're the team to beat, obviously, and I really think that right now my gut feeling says we're going to see 40-0. I laughed at that when I was told that prior to the start of the season by many Big Blue Nation fans, but now it is realistic. They got 34 in the bank, and they need 6 more.
Dickie V, if any team in this bracket has a shot at taking down Kentucky, who is it?
Well, you know, Levack, I think right now when you look at certainly the draw, I would probably say the two teams that jump at me would be really Gonzaga and either Arizona 3 teams or Wisconsin. Those clubs, I think, have a great shot because they have some size, athleticism. They have guys that can make threes. You got to make some threes against Kentucky. Very, very little you're going to score around the basket. And you better be able to negate their offensive rebounding. They really do a great job on a missed shot. And I think those clubs do also a great job, especially Arizona or Wisconsin, controlling tempo of the game. Gonzaga plays a little bit more at a faster pace, which really plays into the hands of Kentucky, but they got a terrific front court. The kid Sabonis and Karnowski, and you take a look at Wiltshire. He's a transfer from Kentucky, and he would love nothing better than to come back and beat them, and he's had a phenomenal year. He's like a 45% three-point shooter. He's 6'10". He goes inside, outside, and they got the other key, great guard play. The 2 guards they have, Pangos and Bell, really are experienced. I think those teams have a shot. The beauty, guys, the beauties, Armen and Levack, is the beauties of it all is the fact of the matter in college basketball, it's the best show in all of sports. For 3 weeks, I don't care. You can talk Super Bowl. They can talk World Series. For 3 weeks, it captivates America. And what makes it special, it's one bad night and the party is over. Where you take a look in the other, if it was 4 out of 7. I mean, we're in the NBA, 4 out of 7. We're not even talking now. We're just sending the trophy right to Kentucky.
Dick Vitale with Armen and Levack on 104.5 The Team. Of course, you know you can follow him on Twitter at Dickie V. He will be all over ESPN throughout the tournament. He's going to be in some commercials, too, I want to ask him about in just one moment. But Dickie V, as you join us every Monday and Thursday at 5:15, thanks to McLean Food Service, got to ask you about our local UAlbany. Levack and I were at the game when they won at the buzzer, when Peter Hooley sunk the 3. That's what it's all about, isn't it, Dickie V? Those emotions that UAlbany has gone through this year and the fact that they're in this tournament.
Well, it was unbelievable. I've seen Hooley hit that shot. I talked about it on, I was on halftime of the SEC game after I did the first game and the semifinal, and Peter hit that shot. It was unreal. It was such a dramatic story. The fact that he went back to Australia. I believe his mom passed away.
Yeah,
did she not?
Yes, sir.
And then he came back and hits that dramatic shot. But, you know, Singletary and certainly Will Brown does a phenomenal job. They got Rawley, who's a good player as well. They were, I believe, I don't have it in front of me now, I think they were 15-1 in the American East, were they not?
Yeah, only lost 1 game in conference.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. When you do that, I mean, defensively they play really well. They hold people about 42%. They've been in the tournament in previous years. They've played fairly competitive. They got a tough game, though, with Oklahoma. Oklahoma has a tremendous guard in Buddy Hield. They got Spangler on the inside, gives them size. That'll be a tough out. They got to control Hield. If they control him and control the tempo of the game, they got a shot. You know, really, to me, though, when you talk about Will Brown, special, what he did for that kid, J.P. Hunzinger, was unbelievable. Kid has Niemann-Pick type C disease, and here it is. He goes out, gets him to sign a letter of intent, a 12-year-old kid. I was so touched by that story.
Dick Vitale with Armen and Levack on 104.5 The Team. Dick, it's been great being around the UAlbany program this year, too, and the headlines that they've made, like you said, off the court. Dickie V, who's the one team that got snubbed that should be in the tournament that isn't?
I think Murray State. I think any time, it would be like in Albany. You know, you're going to win 25 games in a row. And then we hear the critics scream, oh, who did they play? They played Division I teams. They had two opportunities. They were injured at the time. They lost Valparaiso and Xavier, got blasted in those games. But big deal. I could take every team out there, everybody's schedule, and you could find a couple of bad games that they've had. But you can't take away 25 wins in a row. 25 in a row. And what really bothers me is that we reward many times mediocrity. You make a decision to play in a big conference. You play there and you go 8-10, 9-9 in your conference. It spells mediocrity to me any way you cut it. I mean, any way you cut it. And I really think what makes the tournament, having the Davids, having a Murray State. I mean, guys, think about it. 3 months without losing a game. And then all of a sudden you get beaten your tournament at the buzzer at the end, and now you're home. Give me a break. That makes no logic, no sense whatsoever.
Dickie V, one of my favorite things during tournament time is when you take over our commercials and keep them entertaining. What do you got, pizza and Alberto beef jerky?
Right. Yeah, pizza and Alberto, man, beef jerky. I had so much fun doing that with David Robinson and certainly with Stephen A. Smith, and just a lot of fun. You know, that's what it's about. It's about, I think sometimes in the world of sports, I don't know about you guys, I watch games, baseball, football, basketball, and I don't know, I find sometimes the guys just absolutely analyze every pass, every play, every moment, and it becomes like science rather than basketball or baseball. I try to entertain, I try to educate, and I try to have fun. And that's what it's about. I feel like a little kid. I feel I match my energy and enthusiasm with any 25-year-old. As you know, guys, I do a lot of motivational speaking across this country. I got an incredible schedule coming up, traveling, talking to people about chasing dreams, because that's what I did in my life, chase the dream. And I got a new book out now. It's awesome, baby. They can get a copy, autograph. Just go to my website, dickvitaleonline.com, and every dollar, Armen, every dollar, guys, goes to pediatric cancer research from my book. Every dollar that I'm going to raise, and awesome. I'm trying to raise $2 million between my book and my gala that I have, which comes place May 15th over at the Ritz-Carlton in Sarasota.
Dick, you sent me an autographed version of your book, and I'm in the process of reading it now. It's an awesome book. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and again, you can get that at Dick Vitale's website. And Levack and we look up to you as far as giving back to the community. We recently heard Mike Greenberg on Mike and Mike here on this radio station said that there was no one else in the country who gives back to fight cancer the way that you do. And we just want to let you know McLean Food Service will be sponsoring your segment. You're going to be joining us Monday and Thursday, 5:15 throughout the NCAA tournament. And we would like to let you know that McLean Food Service came in this morning with a $500 check that they have donated to the V Foundation in regards to you being on this show and us thanking you and us also joining your fight for childhood cancer. So we want to let you know we're on your side, and hopefully we can raise some money during the segment.
Well, I appreciate that, but please make sure you tell them when they send the check in to indicate it's for pediatric cancer, part of Dick Vitale's goal, because if not, it just goes into a general fund.
Perfect. We'll do it. The Jimmy V Foundation, DickVitaleOnline.com. Buy the book. Dick, we're really looking forward to the next couple of weeks with you. We're going to have a great time.
Well, I'll tell you this. Let me let my Final Four on you real quick.
Yeah.
I got Kentucky. Yes. I got Arizona. I got right now Virginia. I love their defense. I think they're going to beat Villanova, who's offensively minded. And I like Gonzaga to beat Duke. Those are my Final Four. When it's all said and done, Kentucky, Gonzaga play for it all. And I firmly believe when it's all finished, 40-0, baby. History, 40-0. John Calipari.
Dickie V, you're one of those. You start talking and I just stop and listen. Like I have no preparation for anything next.
I have so much fun, man. I really do. I'm going to take a little tour right now. I'm going to the Country Hall of Fame. And then, be ready for this, tomorrow, if you go to my Twitter, I have a challenge. I've been challenged by Puxatony Phil. You know who Puxatony is, right?
Yeah,
With the
groundhog.
top hats. I got to put my top hat on for all state, and we're having a competition. My picks against Puxatony, and I will flat out beat Puxatony. Has no shot. It's going to be a mismatch. They're bringing in Puxatony. You ready for this? They're bringing in the groundhog. They're bringing him into Indianapolis, and he and I are going to have a showdown tomorrow. Should be fun, man. Fun. And if Puxatony beats me, I'm done. I am absolutely done on your show and every other show.
You got it. You can do this.
Well,
I hope so.
You handled the Longhorn pretty well in the past.
Yeah, I took the long runs, and then I took the 1 year. I took all the Dolphins. It was really a battle with them as well. I had the Longhorns last year.
The man will take on all challengers.
Dick Vitale.
Guys, great being on with you. I just decided one thing. It just dawned on me.
Yeah.
I got fired in the NBA. You know why?
What's that?
Because my guards looked and played like you two suckers. Levack, I know you can't play a lick, and I know Armen can't play a lick, but you're two great guys on the radio. You're awesome, baby, with a capital A. I got to get a T.O., baby. I got to run. Tell Coach Brown he's my hero. What he did for that kid, 12 years old, man, I put it up on Twitter. I said, what a special guy. He's a winner in the game of life.
Dickie V, we'll talk to you Thursday, 5:15.
All right, buddy. Thanks.